Hello, St. Paul. Welcome back to Journey to the Cross. I'm Addie. Pull out your Journey to the Cross station guide and let's follow along. We start with Jesus, who rides into Jerusalem. People are excited to see him, waving palm branches, shouting, "Hosanna!" as he rides in on a donkey. We continue on to the coin rubbing, where we find one of Jesus' disciples, Judas Iscariot, was really a pretender and a rather greedy man. We continue to last week's Journey to the Cross, where we talked about washing hands and feet. Whose hands or feet did you wash? And we continue on to the Passover foods and praying hands. From one of my CPH Bibles, I wanted to read for you the Last Supper. After Jesus had finished washing everyone's feet, he lay at the table with his disciples, ready to eat the Passover meal. The meal was lamb, bread without yeast, bitter herbs, and wine. It was a special time of remembering how God had rescued Moses and the Israelites in Egypt all those years ago. Jesus looked at his disciples gathered around him and said, "One of you is going to hand me over to be killed." His friends were very worried. "Surely not I," they all said. Jesus already knew it would be Judas Iscariot. While they were eating, Jesus took the bread and he broke it and he gave it to his disciples. "Eat this and remember me," said Jesus. "This is my body." And then he took the cup of wine and thanked God for it and handed it around. "Drink this and remember me," Jesus said. "This is my blood, given for you for the forgiveness of sins." Jesus' disciples drank the wine. They sang a song together, and they went away to the Mount of Olives. At this time, I want you to grab out from your Journey to the Cross bag that you picked up and pull out your recipe card. I hope I say it right. Haricet. It's a paste-like mixture, so if you're looking at all the ingredients, it's made with fruits, can have nuts, sweet wine, or grape juice, or another substitute would be honey. This is symbolic, this is my research I did, symbolic of the mortar used by the Israelite slaves when they laid bricks for the Pharaoh's monument. So go ahead, try this out. Let me know how it goes. We move along to the Garden of Gethsemane. On the Mount of Olives was a garden called Gethsemane. Here Jesus knelt down to pray to God. He knew that his time was coming, for he would be taken away. He was very sad. Tears ran down his face as he prayed to God his Father. Jesus asked his disciples to pray with him, but they kept falling asleep. "Why are you sleeping?" he asked them. "Watch and pray with me." To continue on with our resurrection eggs, we open up our white purple egg and we find inside a tiny cup or a goblet. This reminds us of the bread and wine that Jesus had with his disciples on the Last Supper. Eat, take and drink. Do this in remembrance of me. He wanted them to remember this special night and the promise he was making to them and to all people. Do you know that promise? Keep listening, keep watching. We'll find out soon. Moving along to the orange resurrection egg. Inside we find praying hands. Do you ever get sad about life? You know what you could always do? You can always do what Jesus did that night in the Garden of Gethsemane, and many other nights, I'm sure too, that Jesus did this. You can pray. You can tell God exactly how you feel. He is always there. He is always listening. Thanks for listening to another week of Journey to the Cross. I'll see you next time.